Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. This Paladin run started off so good and then went so bad. So fast. It's worth watching the third game, the one I lost. If you missed that one in the previous video, definitely check it out. It was pretty unbelievable. Anyway, now I'm just trying to see what I can do here. After a pretty rockin' start in Blackwing Lair, or Blackrock Mountain, there we go. Blackwing Lair is the wings open this week. I had a pretty crappy mage run, and now this misbegotten paladin run. Scrub the priest. Oh god, that's hilarious. Okay. Well, that was not a promising opening hand. I have to keep this. But it could just be a dead card if he never plays anything. It's a 3-2. Oh. By the way, I'm eating some sweet potato dumplings. Or bao as they are called. Delicious. Unfortunately, oh god, North Star Cleric. Boy. This is an unmitigated disaster. Oh jeez, it's getting worse. This also does not die to Seal of Light. I think this is just over. Okay, I got a playable card, thanks. But still, he can run in, kill it. Heal a thing and get a card. I mean, Jesus. Looks like that is what he plans to do. Drawing a card first, even. Very clever. Do I play the Cobra here, or coin out the True Silver? Cobra theoretically trades with both of his creatures. Alright. If I play the Cobra, he could heal this up, though, and get another card. But then if he spends half his mana healing this, I'm okay with that. Of course, if he has Holy Smite or Shadow Word Pain for the Cobra, you know what? Let's just not dick around. Let's kill this thing. Actually, let's kill the North Star Cleric. This thing is honestly less of a threat to me than that Cleric's card drawing shenanigans. Man, oh man, this game is getting pretty ugly really fast. Okay. So how do we handle this? If I kill this thing becomes a 3-4. That's obviously no good. I hate to just play the Cobra and trade it with the Dark Cultist. But that's what we're doing. I don't think anything else is any better. Well, I could actually play a Recruit and give it Divine Shield. That's an idea. Recruit plus Divine Shield. That would be very annoying, although he could just kill the Protector. And then the 1/1 Makeshift Argent Squire wouldn't actually kill this. Of course, if he plays another creature and then trades the Cultist into it, then the... Like, if I play the Cobra, he plays another creature, trades, and the other creature gets a +3 buff. That's not great. Balls, balls, and more balls. And I don't have any silence in the deck to get rid of that health buff. Here's where an owl would have actually been better. That's a really good card to have a +3 health buff, too. Wow. The Bomb Lobber does not kill that. This is 3 damage. Okay, we're just going to try to trade. He can heal it up to be a 4, kill this, and I can finish it off with Light's Justice. Oh, he thought still a Hammer of Wrath. Cute. I wouldn't mind one of those. As a 5-4, this does not die to Light's Justice plus Seal of Light. It falls just a bit short. Oh my god. This might not be the right move, but it's the move I'm gonna make. I just don't see what else to do.
For justice.
Alright. That was a hell of an arena run. Lost a game I should have won. And then lost 2 games that I should have actually lost. So I guess the proper place for this deck would have been 3 wins. He has so many cards, it's just insane.
Special delivery!
That's a pretty good way to do it. Alright, let's clear the board.
For justice. This is my responsibility.
I'm actually going to play the Yeti. Even though this is a less efficient use of my mana, it's a bigger body than the heal bot, and I have to go for the bigger body. I also have to go for another sweet potato bow. He has so many cards, though. 8 cards. Jesus, I have 3 cards. That's really, really bad. I'm certainly not on the brink of beating him or anything.
My shield.
There's a 5/9 with taunt. Okay. Cool. If I had a silence, I could turn that into a 1 toughness thing and kill it. But because I don't have a silence, what I'm going to do is concede.
Well played.
Bonk! Oh, lonk. What a shitty run. Didn't even put in a good showing. Maybe my deck was too top heavy. I didn't have quite enough early game to justify all the expensive cards. Okay. We got 40 dust, so that's a nice 0 gold run there. Excellent. Always what I like to see. Alright. That's a great way to start a video. Putting in a 2 for Paladin, dropping my average down below 6 already. Yep, down to 5.7. Man, we gotta keep going. After getting a trash pack. Sigh. Oh yeah, made some serious progress there. Okay. We need Shaman. I don't have it here though. Haven't played... I actually have played Warlock. I've played all of these. I played Mage, Warlock, and Pal... You know, I'm going to do Mage again. Just going to do it, because that's more fun than Warlock, and I actually did worse with Mage than with Warlock in Blackrock Mountain, so that's kind of justified. Ouch, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? I guess we're taking the Pimp. I think it's the least bad of all those cards. Take the Ogre over the Spider Tank. Take the Knight over the Micro Machine. Mechanical Yeti's a good card. This is a good early drop, though. And this is good with a Mage. It can be a battery for cards. Those are all decent stuff. Things. How often does using this as a battery really pan out for a Mage? Not that often. Not going to take it over a Yeti. And this is the only playable card there. Spell damage or a giant thing. For mages, I'm going to take spell damage, but for someone else, I would have taken the Force Tank Max. Well, since we have the spell damage, let's make use of Cone of Cold. Duplicate I don't actually like, so I'll take another Silverhand Knight. I have an Epic. It's junk, unfortunately. I don't really have any synergy with the Ooze. Mountain Giant's just terrible. So we're taking a 3/3 for 3 as my Epic card, quote-unquote. 1 drop. You know, I would have taken an Infiltrator, but not a Squire. I'm going to take another Yeti. Mana Worm. That's a good 1 drop. We'll grab that. Flame Strike is a good card. Wait, that was the same thing twice in a row. Frost Nova, Flame Strike, War Golem, both times. What are the odds of that? I don't even know. I have to think that must be like a glitch with the random seed, because the odds of the exact same 3 cards in the exact same order... I mean, yes, lots of people play Hearthstone, so all kinds of crazy things are going to happen that are statistically impossible, but same 3 cards in the exact same order? I don't know. I think that's got to be just unreal. All right, we'll take some more removal. Fireball or Silence? Well, Fireball is better than Silence, although I would love to take a Silence if I can. Another Yeti, huh? Or a 2-drop. Well, how good is this Mech Warper? I do have, what? Just this Mechanical Yeti? I think I would take a Snow Chugger over Mech Warper because the Snow Chugger's always going to be good, whereas this is just like maybe good, maybe not. More Yetis? That would be a bit greedy. Let's take Snow Chugger. Alright, Mirror Entity over a second Geomancer seems fair. Another Mirror Entity, though, over the other junk, yeah, although I kind of really wish that didn't happen. We'll take a Mystic over the Drake. Flame Cannon over the junk. We have another Epic. Wee Spell Stopper. Man, this is such a cool card, but it's just not as good as Pyroblast. Aha, mages can trigger their own sheep, so I'll take a sheep. Buffing is good, but Water Elemental is broken as fuck, so I'll take it. Polymorph is good. I could use a bit more beef. I've really only got just like a few cards that are big, so I'll take a Spiteful Smith. And I'm actually going to grab Frost Elemental just to have another sort of beefy card. I think that's fair. We'll take the Shredder there. And a Soot Spewer for a nice damage card. After you cast a spell, deal 2 damage randomly split among all enemies. That's nifty. That's really, 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 really nifty, but I'm just going to take the Arcane Golem because it gives me more burn potential, and obviously since I got a Pyroblast in here, having more burn is going to be good. Well, eating another Sweet Potato Bow. We have another Mage deck, close on the heels of a previous one. I think this one's actually better, because obviously it has Fireball, Polymorph, and Flame Strike, so that's not super insightful analysis. Hopefully I can do better than 3 wins.
Jane,
If I can't, that would be very bizarre.
well done.
Your soul shall be mine.
You asked for it.
There were some tough picks. A few times I took 4 drops over 2 drops. We'll see if I regret it. That Yeti might have been an Argent Squire. Okay, well, you know, taking a Clockwork Gnome over this Yeti would have actually been potentially significant. Instead of having nothing on turn 1, I would have had something. Well, I can always hope to catch up with Flame Strike. Ugh. This could have been a Spider Tank. Wouldn't mind that right now. Alright, well, he made the right play. I think, it's better to play this than to pass, because he's basically goading me into pinging it. Luckily for me, though, even though he made the right play, it turned out to be good for me because I had nothing better to do on turn 2.
Do you like to play with fire?
Pyromancer, okay. So I can just make a Mirror Entity. Or I could make a sheep and try to trade the sheep for the Pyromancer. But I'm going to go for the Entity because we're coming up on turn 4. He had a slow start. He played a 2-drop on turn 3. A junky card on turn 2. So maybe he's got some good 4-drops. He checks for Ice Armor, Vaporize, doesn't find it. Plays the Trog. Wow. I'm quite surprised he did that. Considering how quickly he attacked me, I figured he was testing for the, you know, the Ice Armor Vaporize. But I guess he was just like, well, fuck it. Okay, let's play the Yeti. Call the Pyromancer. So I go up a card there, he can go back up a card here, and then I can go back up a card there, assuming everything goes according to plan. We'll see if that actually all works or not. But I got one of these guys for 3 mana, that's pretty spectacular. Really, it's about the best you could hope for with Mirror Entity. And then on turn 5 he plays the Bear, which is only 3 mana, and dies to my creature. So here, he just has inferior minions. There's nothing fancy going on here. Not even using any mage stuff, apart from my hero ability to kill that Bluegill Warrior. Ah, does he have a trick? What for 2 mana could he use on my Yeti? I don't even know. Dark Bomb? And then finish it off with this guy?
You're in trouble now.
Okay, interesting. Why didn't he just play the Void Caller if he had a Succubus in his hand? That's weird. Why didn't he kill this thing? Ooh, okay, I think this person is just bad. Well, okay, not that I mind. So now, because he's... Okay, he should have just killed this thing. Then I would have killed his bear. But instead, I get to kill his bear. And his Succubus. And his guy. And yeah, now's a good time to use the coin. Let's play the Shredder. I could have played the Arcane Golem, but there's no reason. I doubt I'm going to need the coin for anything else, so might as well just put out a really strong drop. Then I have the Ogre to look forward to, or perhaps this guy with the armor plating. Actually, that makes no sense. I should just play a 6-7 instead of a 4-6.
Your magic shall not.
Okay, silences the Shredder, which is a fair move. Frost Elemental? I'm not really sure what the point of that is. I'd rather just play the Ogre and kill off his 4-3. Right now, he's just got a huge card problem, because he played inferior minions all game. Minions that were off curve and also died to mine. He's just way down on cards. Also, there was that one terrible play he made. Alright, he can actually kill my Ogre here. He needs a Mortal Coil. Does he actually have it? The Knife Juggler landed. Is he going to find that Mortal Coil? Maybe. He is. Oh, the Knife Juggler hit the Ogre twice. Wow. Should have used this Frost Elemental, clearly. Okay, well, against the Stone Skin Gargoyle, the most sensible creature is the Smith. Maybe some Sergeant. Sucks that my Ogre died, but again, he's only got 4 cards to my Bajillion. He's going to have to life tap for a lot to catch back up. Keyzan Mystic's a bit crappy here. This could have been, I forget, Twilight Drake. Oh, that would have actually been really good. Yep, that would have been a good one. Alright, so I could just now kill that Void Caller, and if he gets a good demon out of it, I can polymorph it, or freeze it. Is he going to Soulfire this thing now? Looks like he is, yep. Why did he life tap? The Soulfire came from his left side, so he just threw away a Bomb Lobber, unless I saw that incorrectly. I think he just threw that Bomb Lobber away. Alright, well, let's Frostbolt. Ping. Play the Mystic, which, while not a great card, is good enough to make the Stone Skin Gargoyle pretty embarrassed. He can life tap freely, but I mean, he's just so behind on cards. I have Polymorph to answer anything. I can freeze something, then Polymorph with the following turn. He's got a Hobgoblin. Alright, well, that needs to be killed, because even though he's out of cards, you don't want to let that sit around. He's got one of these guys for some free imps. Well, I can kill them, it's not a big deal. Alright, so let's freeze this. Hit that. Play the Mana Worm. And give this thing a health so that it doesn't die to the Stone Skin Gargoyle. Seems like a legit move. I could polymorph this to stop him from getting imps, but I'm not that concerned about it. Ah, good old corruption. And a Sky Golem, alright. Why did he do that? I guess there was nothing else to do. Alright, can I kill him now, actually? This is 10, 11 with a Mana Worm, 11 plus... Okay, let me just count this normally. This is 9 plus 3 is 12. So this actually is lethal damage. I was in pretty good shape if I just polymorphed this Sky Golem, but might as well just win and say well played. Okay, well that was a really easy opponent. He had bad cards, played badly, and I had a good draw. Finish up that daily quest. These are slow going here, but that's fine. So that's good. Glad I took Mage again. Mage, you know, it's not just the hero ability, it's the basic cards. The Flame Strike, the Fireball, the Polymorph, just so good at what they do. I don't know if there's any class that will ever top Mage in the arena. You can do a little bit of everything. You can control, you can just play normally, you can use your hero ability to get advantage. It's just so great. Pookie Man, the Paladin. God, I'm glad I'm not a Paladin anymore. That last Paladin run made me not want to Paladin anymore for a while. Actually, Paladin was on my shit list for a little while there, if you might recall. Didn't stay long. No class stays long on my shit list. I just can't do it. Arcane Golem, this could have been that 2-4 for 3. Then I could have actually played it on turn 3. Might have been a misdraft. The 2-4 for 3 that deals 2 random damage whenever you play a spell. I can see that being pretty nifty in some decks. I can actually maybe see that being useful in a mech deck. Use those spare parts as like a sort of miniature arcane missile on top of whatever else they do. And actually, it works off of the coin as well. That's pretty cool. I didn't think about that when I first saw it. Alright, we got this Snow Choker, which is nice. Hopefully he passes here. I really would like him to pass. That's the problem with Paladin. You really don't want to play a slow Paladin deck because you really need to get board presence. You need to have turn 1 plays. If you have no turn 1 or turn 2 plays, or like, you have a small chance of getting double turn 2 play with coin, you're just starting off on the back foot every game, basically. No, that's the coin. He's got a thing. Fuck. Okay. It's a novice engineer. Well, that's just fine. Don't mind that. Actually, I think it's a mistake. I think it's a mistake to coin as a novice engineers. I'm going to play the Snow Chugger, even though this is bad if he has an abusive sergeant. I think it's better to put this down and then decide next turn if I want to play this or ping than it is to ping and leave myself without a creature on the table. Okay, so it's not an abusive sergeant, it's a blessing of might, which means he doesn't go up a card for it. I traded the blessing for my Snow Chugger. I'm pretty okay with that. We'll play a 3/3 for 3. He's used up his coin. He's used up his blessing of might, although that's not that big of a deal. I have a pretty junky hand, but I have a lot of good stuff in my deck to draw into. Lots of good 4-drops, some good 5-drops. Alright, and he plays that. So that's okay. I'm pretty content with that. It's good to be a mage. Here I can just ping this and kill this. Hence the one that's for this. So that's solid. Not ever going to get to use the spell damage off of that Geomancer, but here he plays something and then I can go Silverhand Knight and repopulate the board after he kills it with a Consecrate or a True Silver. Mad Bomber, okay, don't be ridiculous, Mad Bomber. Well, at least he didn't kill both of my creatures, which is what normally happens. This thing will trade, actually. I mean, it killed off my thing and my Geomancer, but I was up a card already, so it's not that big of a deal.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, we'll take a little risk here. Little tiny risk. I'm going to play the Knight, and I'm actually going to kill off this recruit. So safer would have been to kill off the Mad Bomber, but I figure it's worth taking a chance there. The worst case scenario difference isn't that bad. Mystic. I'm not going to hold out for stealing a secret. I mean, I'm just going to use that thing next turn if there's nothing to polymorph. I would polymorph a Sludge Belcher, that's for sure, if you played one right now. Boy, is he thinking, Pookie Man. What's he thinking about? Oh, he's actually going to kill off my spell damage. Well, that worked like a charm. I got to kill a recruit for free. And hammer off my Squire, so he basically cycles a card. But I pretty much come out ahead there. Alright, Frost Elemental. Even though I don't have a target, I think it's better to play a 5/5 than a 4/3. Because I have nothing else to do with my mana. If I had a good target to pick, like that recruit that I didn't kill last time, then maybe I would have played this and pinged the recruit. But since there wasn't a recruit to ping, getting the 5/5 versus the 4/3 makes a big difference. So he's got 7 cards to my 6, soon to be 7. I have Polymorph and Flame Strike. I also have 9 damage on the table, gearing up for that Pyroblast. Still have a Fireball in the deck as well as 4 damage from this thing. So it's looking pretty good.
Reinforcements requested.
Whenever you summon a mech, gain. Does he actually have a Clockwork Gnome? No, he doesn't. Alright, so this is just a 6/3. This is only when you summon a mech, gain Divine Shield, not when you summon a minion. This thing gets bonuses from mechs, but he is not a mech, of course. I don't know if he didn't know that or what.
That was a mistake.
Oh, he didn't know that. Okay. Well, let's think about this. I could just Flame Strike to kill them both. Flame Cannon, I'm not that jazzed about. Unless I kill this thing first. What am I using with the rest of my mana after I Flame Cannon? There's nothing to do. I guess I could play just the Mystic. Sure, let's do that. So we'll do this. Flame Cannon to kill that. Play this guy. Spend face. Bonk. Consecration doesn't kill me. Equality Consecrate leaves him with 4 cards to my 4. and I have nothing good to play, so a quality Consecrate here would be a problem. I'd probably lose then. Okay, no Equality Consecrate and not enough mana for a double Consecrate. That's good. A sheep, I see. Well, the sheep can be dealt with. If I hit him in the face, I actually get him down to Pyroblast range. The problem is I'm not actually holding Pyroblast. So what I'm going to do is play it a bit safe. Let's let the sheep pop. Hit him in the face for 5, play this Amazing Knight, and I'm going to hit him in the face with my ability. Why not play the Arcane Golem, you might ask? Well, if he has another Consecrate, he's already going to want to play it. This would just give him another thing that dies. And there's still 19 cards in my deck. I never did get any card draw, did I? Because I passed on that Acolyte. So, yeah, there's no Arcane Intellects. I never saw any Gnomes or Novice Engineers or anything. Yeah, there's no card draw here, so the odds of getting Pyroblast are not very high. Okay, so he goes up a bunch of cards and draws... Or, sorry, he has 8 health and draws 3 cards. So it's like basically canceling most of the damage I deal to him in a turn. But I think I'm okay with it. Mirror Entity is a nice, reassuring top deck.
You insist.
I, again, don't really see a need to play this. Although if I'd played it last time, he'd be at 6 right now and then dropping down to another 2. What are the odds that he has a Consecration? I'm not going to play it. I'm going to save it as a surprise. He has a lot of cards. He should be able to test for Mirror Entity pretty easily. And give me something. Hopefully he doesn't set up for a Mind Control attack after that. I should have played this 2 turns ago. Well, I don't know. If he'd played a Consecration, I'd be like, oh, look how good I am. I played her on Consecration. So I don't know if I should have played it or not. But we do have a Fireball and a Frostbolt and a Pyroblast in here. Okay, he did not test for Mirror Entity, possibly because he didn't care or because he couldn't. Now is he going to play Mind Control attack and steal my guy? No, he's not. That's incredible. Well, I've already got lethal just with my creatures. He needs something pretty spectacular here. Holy Light, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Alright, so that's good. This is 9, 11, 15, 16 on the nose. Unless this last thing is a shield bearer, I should be fine. Humility. Well, that actually does stop me from killing him. Soot Spewer doesn't really help very much. Let's just do this.
You insist.
Face Frost Elementals, doing some good work. Whack, smack, shackety-doo. So he'd be dead if I'd played this 3 turns ago, but on the other hand, how was I supposed to know? And maybe that extra mana would have let him do better things. So now we're just waiting for the Fireball or the Pyroblast to win, plus my creatures are threatening lethal as well. I don't see how I can lose this. Even if he has Deathwing, I just polymorph it and keep waiting for Fireball or Pyroblast. And Deathwing would cause all of his cards to be thrown away, so then I'd be ahead. Holy Wrath, okay. Honk. So we got a 5 mana card. Is it Sludge Belcher?
Special
Bomb Lobber. No, no matter what he hit, it wasn't going to save him. Because even best case scenario, I would have had 5 damage. Well played.
Well played.
The victory.
Cool. Alright, we've had some good games. This feels very strong. Nothing fancy in this deck, just some regular old basic mage cards. And I might have even misdrafted a little bit. Okay, cool. So I'm hoping to get more than 3 wins and possibly even exceed that extremely high expectation. Alright, it's Phil the Mage. That's a weird name.
My magic will tear you apart.
You know, I'm gonna keep that elemental. If I didn't have a 1-drop and a 2-drop, I wouldn't be keeping that elemental, but because I do, this gives me a broken-ass turn 3. Turn 1 Mana Worm, turn 2 Bluegill, and then coin this on turn 3 is just ridiculous. That's obviously not the kind of thing you hold out for unless you have a turn 1 and a turn 2 play. So here the ideal situation is if she plays a 3-2 to kill. Oh, this is even better. Wow. All right. Guess that didn't expect her not to have anything. So even more than ideal is that she had nothing. Now, of course, at this point, she can ping away the Bluegill Warrior, but that would be her third turn spent killing this. It's not really that great. I don't mind her going up a card if that's the price she has to pay for it. Alright, she's going to try to kill both creatures. Hopefully they land on my head a little bit. Nope. That sucks. So she went up a card and cleared out my board with a 1-mana spell. That certainly sucks. I am going to do this, though. Let's see if she has any fireballs. Drake. Well, luckily I have a fireball. And nothing better to do on turn 4. Bonk. Okay, we have this and this coming up, so she needs something pretty good here. There are definitely some cards she could have. That's an example of a good one. What I'm gonna do here is actually run into this. My goal is to try to trade the elemental for that, which is still a pretty good use of the elemental. It's using a 4-drop to trade with a 5-drop, and one of the best 5-drops in the game at that. Let's see if she has a way to stop this from happening. Blizzard would, of course, be the ideal card here. Kills this, and freezes that. No Blizzard. Does she have a way to give these things taunt or something? Not sure why she pings this. Maybe, oh, this makes sense. She's pinging this so that after I kill the golem with it, she can ping it off to death. Fair enough. Well, let's just keep this simple, shall we? We'll kill this thing. And I will go ahead and kill this golem.
If you insist.
Play an ogre. So if she pings this, that means she can't kill this, because Fireball and Polymorph would transform it. Leave me with a sheep. Alright, well, she had the Polymorph. Fair enough. So at least I still have a sheep here. That's good. Now let's play the Smith. Hit her in the face. Ping her. I didn't play this because even though it was worth more mana, a 4-6 is generally better than a 5-5. And I might actually end up using this Battle Cry. So I think it was worth it there to be mana inefficient. Hoping she plays a secret somewhere along the line. Alright. Wow, that Matter Bomber was great. It didn't hit my Smith at all, and it hit her in the face a bunch, which is good for me, of course, because I am trying to win some burnout victories. Alright, let's think. Geomancer Frostbolt would kill that, then I could waste the Mystic. I'm going to try a different approach. We're going to freeze this thing like so. Hit her in the face for 4. And play Snow Chugger. So my thinking here is if she Flame Strikes, she can't kill this Spiteful Smith. And then after she Flame Strikes, I can respond with Geomancer Frostbolt to kill this. Or Frostbolt Ping to kill it. She draws a card, but no for Flame Strike. Does she have Cone of Cold? That would be really good for her if she had Cone of Cold.
Pay attention,
No, she's a Violet
class.
Teacher. Okay. Well, let's think about the situation here. If I play Geomancer and Soot Spear, this thing suddenly deals 5 damage. And then I win the game. So let's just do that. Bonk. 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 And boom.
Well played.
Pretty solid victory there. Again, my minions were just better than the opponents. And she had a bit of a slow start. Even getting ahead on cards with the arcane missiles and stuff wasn't good enough. Awesome. Alright, so 3-0. Much better than the last Mage run. Although, I guess if I lose the next 3 games, it will be exactly as good as the last Mage run. But this has been very good. Oh, man, it feels so good to play Mage. Just probably not the most exciting viewing, you know, for my audience. Like, oh yeah, he's playing the strongest class in Hearthstone and winning with it. Wow. What a frickin' delight. Somebody wait, please, while I grab my popcorn. But feels good for me. And that's what I care about right now, because I just had some pretty heartbreaking arenas the last couple of videos. Do 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 do. Another Mage. Baywatch Dave. That is a fantastic name. Granted, it's not very fantasy-esque, but I'll take it. Do you keep the Kizan Mystic? No. It's not a good 4-drop unless she plays a secret. I don't want to count on the opponent to play the secret. Yes, there will be a pang in my heart if she plays a secret, and then I had thrown the Kizan Mystic away. This could have been a Clockwork Gnome. Wouldn't have minded, to be telling you the truth. Okay, so let's drop out the Chugger and see what she has for me. I'd like to save the Geomancer so this deals 5 damage. That's great for dropping a Yeti or Ascension Plate on turn 4. But I might have to play it just to have something to do. Alright, well, I'm not going to play the Geomancer, but I will Flame Cannon here to kill off her drop. I could have traded the Snow Chugger for it, but then I would have played the Geomancer, so that would have been like trading the Snow Chugger for a Geomancer, a 2-3 for a 2-2, which seems pointless. Unstable Portal, she can play anything up to 4 mana here, which could be scary. And okay, clearly wasn't very good. Awesome. Alright, let's ping this. The reason I'm pinging this, by the way, is if I played the Geomancer and killed the Gnome, she could have then pinged my Chugger, which sounds vaguely dirty. Hey, baby, you want me to ping your Chugger? But I'd rather keep this healthy than have the Geomancer on the board. She gets a 4-4 off of Unstable Portal, which is pretty good, all things considered. I don't have Frostbolt to kill this with. Still don't have Frostbolt. Let's play the Yeti. It's not super great. She can run in and ping. At least that's spending most of her mana. And then I don't have my 5s. I don't have my Silverhand Knights here. So I have to wait till turn 6 to drop another good card. I'm actually not doing so well this game. That was a good Unstable Portal for her. She plays this, and then is gonna ping off my Yeti. I might have to do a pretty tame turn here of Bluegill and then ping to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Nope. This is definitely better. So you might say, Boris, why do you do that? I mean, now she can use the Ghoul to kill off your Silverhand Knight, but that still gives me a 2-2, whereas Bluegill Warrior plus ping left me with nothing, and I need to get board presence going here. Sucks that I couldn't play the Elemental and freeze this in place, but can't always get everything. So she kills it, and then she has a full turn and 6 cards. I have 6 cards as well, and a 2-2. No Polymorph for Fireball here, so a big drop, I couldn't answer it, although I could freeze it for a sec, giving me an extra chance to top deck and answer. Flame Cannon, interesting. I don't know what she wanted with that. I actually don't know what she wanted with that, because that just makes no sense. Even if it had this, the Squire plus ping would have killed her Ghoul, so I don't know. Okay, this is interesting. I could play the War Leader and Bluegill Warrior, which would be buffed to be a 4-3. The problem is I don't have enough mana then to ping and finish off the Yeti. So what I'm going to do is freeze the Yeti. And then next turn I can do War Leader plus Bluegill plus ping and kill this guy off. I'd rather do that than run the Elemental into it, because of course then the Elemental's at 1 health and it gets pinged to death. Unless I put it back in my hand, which is an interesting idea. Snow Chugger? Well, she fireballs this anyway. She gives the Yeti taunt. That's fine, I was gonna hit it anyways. Alright, so Flame Strike leaves the Yeti with 1 health. That seems a bit pointless. I could slow roll things here. I could just play the sheep and pass the turn. I just wait for her to overcommit against Flame Strike. I think she'd probably see what was happening there. If I play this, Bluegill, ping, this, you know what? Let's just, whatever. This is fine. This is totally fine. Snow Chugger plus ping kills the War Leader, then she has 3 cards to my 5, and I have a Flame Strike as well. I'm really waiting for my Ogre or my other Silverhand Knight here so I can actually put some creatures on the board. Alright, she doesn't have anything huge, thank goodness for that. Alright, sure, I'll Frostbolt this, that's fine. Geomancer, the sheep here is pretty terrible. It's So I'll just ping her face. It's a bit of a slow game. She clearly has a couple of cards, like Flame Strike maybe, that she doesn't want to play. She's playing it awfully slowly here, so my Flame Strike's probably not going to achieve too much good.
Shields up.
Okay, well I guess I'll trade my Geomancer in for that Sunfree Protector. Bonk and bonk. Your Annie's nice. She doesn't seem to have much choice of cards. She already threw out a Croc and a Sunfree Protector, so she threw away a couple of crappy minions. If she top decks a good one, it puts her in an awkward spot. She doesn't know whether to test from your entity. Well, she's got another crappy one. Maybe her cards here that she's not playing are just minions that she doesn't want to play because she's afraid of Flame Strike. In which case, I guess she's playing pretty well. Alright, I could hit her in the face with this and time rewind it to save it from being pinged off. And then ping hers. I'm actually going to do this. Because this gets me up a card. I'm not going to play the Mystic. Because the Mystic would just die to the Raptor. If we're going to go for the grind here, let's go for the grind. She clearly has nothing good at all. I'll go up a card by pinging this to death. Call it a day.
I am the blade of the goddess.
Alright, so she heals up. Maybe I should just play Flame Strike, though, to kill this. It's my best way of killing that thing. Yeah, let's just kill it. And we'll play the Raptor now. I might be taking this too conservatively, but I've got Pyroblast, which can be used to kill something. I have a really good card here. I can steal a secret there. I can do some mass removal here. I feel like I've got a decent array of safety protection to things. Safety protection things. You heard it here, folks. First, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so now we suddenly kapow onto the board with some big stuff. 6 health and 7 health is tricky for a mage. Fireball will take out one, and then she can ping it to death. I guess if she has a pair of polymorphs, she could take them both out. Still have Silver Hand Knight, though that is vulnerable to Flame Strike. Ah, Frostbolt's not the greatest answer to Water Elemental. Master, alright, she's trying to do some significant damage to the Ogre. Since I've got a Pyroblast in the hand, I'm going to hit her in the face. And I'm also going to ping her. And I'm also going to freeze this thing. Because she demonstrated on her last turn an inability to kill the Ogre. So, I'm hoping I can just attack her with the Ogre, and then Pyroblast for the finish. Wow, she has another Frostbolt. Still not the best response, but it'll do, pig, it'll do. I don't have any silence for getting this Ogre unfrozen. Alright, this is looking good. So I'm going to, let's see, can I die? 7, no, she can't kill me. I'm going to hit her here. Maybe I should have played this last turn. I could actually play the sheep and ping the sheep. That would kill off everything except for my Ogre. But why do crazy things? Let's just hit her in the face. And then pretend like I'm not about to kill her next turn. She can't kill me. She have to clear my board and heal to not die to Pyroblast. So something like Flame Strike plus Earthen Ring Farseer, which is unlikely given she has exactly 2 cards. Alright, that makes no difference. What's this last card? Earthen Ring Farseer? It's Rusty Horn. Alright. Well played.
Well played.
Well played, old maid. And we're up to 44 minutes and 16 seconds. So I think that's a good time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching me beat Baywatch Dave and finish up a couple of daily quests. I hope you like and or subscribe to my channel and this video, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.